Hi, Madel. So this week's article focuses on social listening and what it is, why we use it, and exactly how we use it. So social listening is the analysis of the audience or the consumers, and they're specifically analyzing through social listening what the audience cares about, why they care about it, where they're discussing or having these conversations on what social media platforms they're most engaging. So they organizations or different brands will utilize social listening to kind of fill in the missing gaps that data collected for likes and like different views on photos or videos wouldn't be able to collect or uncover. So social listening obviously helps problem solve. Like for instance, it helps. Well, I think actually it's called social monitoring, which is like a sub, or not a subcategory, but it works hand in hand with social listening. It helps recognize certain key events as like they're happening in isolated specific events, but social listening coupled with social monitoring, can help brands and organizations know beforehand what is happening, why such and such thing is happening, and that can give them more room and more options to deal with the crisis or situation at hand appropriately and effectively. So that's just one example of social listening being great for problem solving, but it also is great to keep up the brand health. So just a few points as to why it can be very important. Social listening helps identify and optimize content to meet the engagement goals for the brand or organization, and it also helps create meaningful, but specifically human connections with consumers. So genuine connections that consumers actually value. And I think the most value, or the most value, the best value that is created is when the brand or organization is able to truly understand and relate to the consumer in a very realistic way. So another point, social listening also helps inform, or it should help inform campaigns before they begin. So if social listening is being utilized within the brand or organization, the higher ups or whoever is in charge of the project can see what exactly consumers are liking right now. Would they be more susceptible to a contest of some sort, or maybe a story built, a little narrative built up on Instagram or something like that? It's important to see what exactly the sentiment is around what the consumers would want in order for the campaign to be successful from the get-go. Third point is social listening also helps create a sense of community where consumers' needs are met and customer experiences, are constantly being listened to and monitored. So social listening literally is about, in this sense, making sure that the customer feels that he or she's needs are being met at all times, and that they are constantly in connection with the brand or organization in a meaningful way where they are able to create trust. And lastly, social listening also helps identify consumer wishes. So, like what kind of products they'd want to see. So, similarly to the campaigns, it's important, or it can be very important, to utilize social listening when, or rather before putting out a product, because if you gather the data and analyze that a specific product most likely wouldn't be accepted by your consumers for whatever reason, then there would be no reason to waste all that money and waste all that time pushing a product that wouldn't be accepted by your audience. So that's one last way that social listening is pretty helpful to upkeep the brand health. and to avoid mishaps or campaigns that would ultimately be failures in the long run. So sorry that video was a bit long, Midel, but that is just a little summary of the article for this week. And I'll see you in a week. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.